Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Looters Atlantis Dev Blog. It's been a couple weeks now. I thought I would have more progress done by now, but as I said in the last video, I think my focus now is to kind of get more people to play the game and whatnot, which I'm definitely going to continue to try to do. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting for my job to start. It's a whole other issue that I'll talk about maybe in another video, but yeah, I'm still here right now, and I've got some updates to go over today. This one will be a lot shorter. We'll just get right into it. Small, tiny change when you go to, create your character. Now I have the option to click on the arrow keys and I can do this. I need to add the delete key. That's something I probably should do next. But now you can delete. You can go here and you can delete different keys like any other keyboard. The next things I'm gonna have to add is like clicking where the different characters are. But right now the arrow keys do work, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I added that to pretty much every text box as far as I'm aware. I'll have to go back and add the delete key to delete keys in front of where the key cursor is, so that'll be something I do next, probably. But yeah, little tiny fix there. But the main change I want to get into is the map. So yeah, in the last episode, the map was not yet implemented, and now it is pretty much implemented, minus maybe like a couple features here and there, but for the most part the map is working. You can see here's the tooltip for right there. So if I click on it now, you can see here's the map. So I created these two sprites myself right here. I'm using the Mastermind's backdrop for the map's texture on the back for now, because it technically is a map texture, so I figured why not use it. I created this to represent the islands, or the island you're on, and then this to represent the ocean, like the seascape with multiple islands and all that. You have your hotkeys right here, so you can move around with WASD. You can zoom in and out with plus and minus on the numpad. If you don't have the numpad, it's supposed to technically do plus and minus on the top, but it's not really working right now, which not a big deal. I'll probably bind it to a different key later. If you have numpad, this will work. So I can scroll wheel to zoom in as well. Right now I have it as left click to drag on the map, so you can actually drag on the map, but you can later on I'll add the key binding thing that you can change it to, like maybe middle mouse or whatever you want to change it to. Here you can see we have all the icons of the different places, like the different ports. You have the storms that are still here. You have Harlan's tower right here. You can zoom into it, and here I created this sprite right here for the player. And the boat's right there, and yeah, here's you escape, you do that. Also, if you press space, it focuses back on you no matter where you go. If you drag the map around here, you can see it kind of goes, it's kind of like how Minecraft puts your character at the edge of the map. It does that same thing with the other icons on the map, so that's pretty cool. And I can zoom in and out, but yeah, pretty cool. Let's go over here a little bit and walk, and yeah, you can see I'm facing this way because now it also shows what direction you last walked in as well, so to kind of represent where you're facing. So kind of cool, and it's pretty accurate. The way I achieved this was taking the sprite, kind of overlaying it over the map and figuring out what the size of the coordinates of the room, or the room that we're in, needed to be aligned with in order for the scaling of the map to match when it gets scaled up to the GUI coordinates and all that stuff from the world in the room. So yeah, that was a whole formula I had to figure out. If I go here on the boat, it switches to the boat, the player gets hidden, and you can see the boat moves now. And yeah, you can see there's a chest right there. I hid the chest. There are some items I hid. I'm not showing NPCs either yet. I think that's something we didn't want to do necessarily right now. So you can see as I move around, it updates where the boat is. And yeah, I can zoom in, and I'll show you the seascape and the crosswinds app in just a second. You can see after Harlan gets defeated, the tower goes away, so it's kind of another cool feature too. And also the storms are gone now. So once you beat Harlan, the storms will go away. If you didn't remember that from the other parts, that's what happens. Yeah, so there you go. Now I can sail out of here. And then boom, we're out in the seascape now. Right now, the seascape location is not accurate, but it does let you zoom in twice as far as the normal map, the normal island map does. But yeah, right now you can see if I go to, yeah, I'll make escape I need to add escape as the key. So yeah, as if I sail down here real quick, you can kind of see it's not accurate. Like if I'm right above crosswinds, it looks like I'm like sailing into the side of it. So there's some adjustments and stuff that needs to be made, but I'm gonna wait until one, we get maybe better sprites for the islands that match the ocean, like blend into the ocean more, and two, once we have more of the islands on the map itself, you can kind of see here's all the islands right now. Spoiler alert. I mean, I think they're all going to be visible from the get-go. You won't be able to go to all of them until you go to Crosswinds first to get your actual boat, which is a part of the lore. Your boat will crash. There'll be a cutscene that goes from Tutor Royale to Crosswinds. You'll go from there, and then it'll just automatically sail you into Crosswinds, and then the boat will crash near Sally Knack. If you remember the last episode, Sally Knack is the other character, which I'll show you now, since that has been added since that video. Yeah, now you can see Crosswinds is right here. But yeah, there's Sally Knack's little icon. You can see the other mansions and stuff, and the island right there. Pretty cool stuff. All right, here's Sally Knack. You can see there's the portrait that was in the last thumbnail of the last video. And I won't go through all the dialogue right now. I will go through the dialogue more when we have more to kind of show on the island and all of that. But you could see here once you finish talking to Sally Knack, you have to actually get a seaworthy ship, which means this ship is going to be gone, and there will be a new ship with a new sprite, probably, that will actually be able to sail from Island. Because this ship was Salty Dog's kind of leftover ship that you were able to fix just for the time being, and you were able to get it just to the Crosswinds Island right here, and then you were able to get to Sally Knack, who tells you, oh, you need to talk to these people, be able to get a new ship. So yeah, that's part of the quest line. That's pretty much, oh yeah, here's the WASD moving around in case you wanted to see that too. I'll be adding more things, you know, as we figure out and come up with more features for the map. But yeah, overall the general functionality of the map is here. Big change because definitely need a map with a game like this. Yeah, and obviously this is just the current version of the map. Maybe later on the map will look different. It'll look more, the resolution and stuff will be different, all that type of stuff. But for now, I think this is pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This video is going to be very short. Coming up soon, I'm going to have some good news, or I have some updates on the Ancient Artifacts mod. I have some news coming up with that, so stay tuned for the next video coming out later, probably today or tomorrow. I'll be recording a video here soon on that, so I have some updates on that, and I'm trying to also kind of record some more videos as well, doing two things at once almost here and there. So I'll be working on Looters Atlantis, and I'll also be working on the Ancient Artifacts mod and getting new features added to that, updating that, and doing all that stuff. But I do have an update to announce in another video, which I will see you guys in later. And y'all have a good one.